The United States is often called the world's only superpower, set apart by vast oceans and friendly neighbors. Its unique position on the globe, flanked by the Atlantic to the east and the Pacific to the west, has given it a natural shield from many of the conflicts that have shaped other nations. This isolation from Europe and Asia allowed the US to develop in relative safety, free from the constant threat of invasion that shaped the destinies of so many other countries. For centuries, these vast waters acted as protective barriers, giving America the space and time to grow stronger. America's strength is visible in its massive economy, over $28 trillion GDP, and unmatched military might. Its cities pulse with innovation, finance, and culture, while its armed forces stand ready to defend its interests anywhere in the world. The U.S. Navy's 11 aircraft carriers and a defense budget larger than the next 10 countries combined let it project power globally. This unmatched capability ensures American influence reaches every corner of the globe, from the busiest shipping lanes to the most remote regions. But this isn't just about numbers, it's about how geography shaped America's rise. The land itself has played a silent but decisive role in the nation's story, offering both challenges and immense advantages. Geography is the foundation of national success, offering resources, protection, and unique opportunities. America's vast forests, fertile plains, and abundant minerals have fueled its industries and fed its people, while its infrastructure connects distant regions into a single powerful whole. For America, the land itself has been a powerful ally, none more so than its rivers. These waterways have been the arteries of commerce and communication, linking farms, factories, and cities across the continent. The Mississippi River and its tributaries connected the nation internally, fueling growth and prosperity. They made it possible to move goods cheaply and efficiently, turning distant settlements into thriving communities. These waterways transformed a wild frontier into the world's agricultural and industrial heartland. The rivers not only nourished crops, but also powered the rise of industry, making the Midwest a global powerhouse. To understand America's superpower status, we must first understand the role of its geography, especially the mighty Mississippi. This river system is more than a natural wonder, it is the backbone of American strength and unity. This is a story written not just in history books, but in the very landscape of the nation. America's power is etched into its rivers, mountains, and plains, a legacy shaped by nature and harnessed by people. The Mississippi River is the backbone of America's vast inland waterway system, a natural marvel that has shaped the nation's history, economy, and culture for centuries. Stretching over 2,300 miles from its humble beginnings in Minnesota, all the way to the Gulf of Mexico, it's fed by major tributaries like the Missouri and Ohio. Together, they create the world's largest navigable river network, a sprawling web of waterways that links distant corners of the country. This mighty system drains an astonishing 40% of the continental U.S., forming a natural highway that cuts across the heart of the Midwest and connects countless communities along its banks. Its gentle flow and flat terrain make it ideal for moving heavy cargo. Barges can travel from deep inland to the Gulf of Mexico with ease, carrying everything from grain and coal to steel and petroleum. Human engineering like locks and dams has made this network reliable year-round, allowing vessels to navigate even during dry seasons or periods of low water. The river system connects farms, factories, and cities, moving goods efficiently and cheaply. It's a lifeline for American industry, supporting millions of jobs and fueling economic growth. Imagine Iowa corn loaded onto a barge, traveling down to New Orleans, then shipped worldwide at a fraction of the cost of rail or truck. This journey is repeated daily with countless products, making the river a global gateway. Without these rivers, early settlers would have been isolated, and America's development would have lagged. The river was their lifeline, providing food, water, and a route to new opportunities. The Mississippi unlocked the economic potential of the interior, turning it into the world's breadbasket and enabling the rise of thriving agricultural communities. It was the key that opened a continent's worth of riches, nurturing fertile soil and supporting generations of farmers, traders, and entrepreneurs. The river system is not just a feature of the landscape, it's the engine of American growth, a living artery that pulses with commerce, culture, and life. Geography made it possible, the river made it real. The Mississippi continues to shape the destiny of the nation, flowing through the past, present, and future of America. River transport is the most cost-effective and energy-efficient way to move goods across vast stretches of land. Unlike highways or railways, rivers provide a natural, low-resistance route that allows for the movement of massive quantities of cargo with minimal fuel consumption. A single barge can carry as much as 16 rail cars or 70 trucks, and a towboat with 15 barges equals over 1,000 trucks. This means fewer vehicles on the road, less congestion, and a significant reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. This remarkable efficiency keeps transportation costs low for both producers and consumers, giving American agriculture a powerful global edge. Lower shipping costs mean U.S. farmers can compete internationally, exporting their crops to markets around the world. The Midwest's Corn Belt and Wheat Belt thrive because farmers can ship massive harvests affordably and reliably. Without these waterways, moving such large volumes would be far more expensive and difficult. Over 60% of U.S. grain exports travel down the Mississippi to Gulf ports, making the river system a crucial link in the global food supply chain. The river system also moves steel, cement, coal, and petroleum, fueling industry and construction across the nation. These materials are the backbone of American manufacturing and infrastructure. Factories in the heartland receive raw materials and ship finished goods via these waterways, keeping the economy resilient and supply chains strong even during times of disruption. The rivers physically and economically tie the nation together, connecting rural farms, industrial centers, and bustling ports into one integrated network. Each year, over 500 million tons of cargo move through the Mississippi system, supporting hundreds of thousands of jobs in transportation, logistics, and related industries. The Port of South Louisiana is among the world's largest by tonnage, a testament to the enduring importance of these rivers for both domestic commerce and international trade. America's waterways are silent engines of prosperity, quietly powering the nation's growth and connecting communities from coast to coast. To appreciate the Mississippi's impact, compare it to China's Yangtze River. The Yangtze is crucial for China, but its upper reaches are steep and hard to navigate, unlike the gentle, flat Mississippi. China's massive engineering projects like the Three Gorges Dam have improved navigation, but the river's geography is less forgiving. The Mississippi's tributaries, like the Ohio and Missouri, form a vast, interconnected network, reaching deep into fertile regions. The Yangtze's tributaries don't create the same unified system. China's landscape is fragmented by mountains and deserts. This means China relies more on expensive rail and road transport to connect its regions. America's geography gave it a natural, cohesive transport network, requiring less extreme engineering. The result, a cheaper, more integrated internal market that fueled early economic dominance. Both rivers are economic engines, but America's geography provided a unique head start. The Mississippi's natural advantages helped lay the foundation for U.S. superpower status. Geography made the difference. Two giants, but two very different stories. America's geography offers another advantage: long, accessible coastlines on both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. This gives the U.S. direct access to Europe and Asia, the world's major trade zones. Natural deepwater harbors like New York, Los Angeles, and Seattle made international trade efficient from the start. Few countries enjoy both the quantity and quality of harbors America has. Two-ocean access shaped U.S. strategy, driving it to build powerful Atlantic and Pacific fleets. The Panama Canal, a U.S. project, connected these coasts, boosting commercial and military mobility. America can move goods and military assets globally with unmatched ease. Other powers face geographic barriers. Russia's ports freeze, China lacks Atlantic access, Europe is far from Asia. The U.S. sits at the world's crossroads, able to engage every region directly. Its geography is a permanent commercial and strategic advantage. The same oceans that power America's trade also shield it from invasion. Crossing the Atlantic or Pacific with a massive army is nearly impossible. No nation has ever managed it. In both world wars, America's factories were safe, fueling the Allied victory while Europe and Asia burned. The U.S. could build its military and enter conflicts on its own terms. Unlike Europe's war-torn lands, America's homeland has enjoyed long periods of peace and stability. This security allowed for uninterrupted growth and immense national wealth. Even in the age of missiles, a conventional invasion remains unthinkable. The oceans are still a formidable shield, shaping U.S. security strategy. Geography remains a cornerstone of American defense. Despite its strengths, America has one persistent geographic vulnerability: Cuba, just 90 miles from Florida. An unfriendly power in Cuba could threaten U.S. shipping and security, as seen during the Cuban Missile Crisis. In 1962, Soviet missiles in Cuba brought the threat of nuclear war to America's doorstep, bypassing its oceanic shield. The crisis ended peacefully, but it exposed how geography can create sudden danger. Cuba's location ensures it remains a focus of U.S. security concerns. The island sits astride key shipping lanes linking the Atlantic, Gulf of Mexico, and Panama Canal. Any disruption here could have serious economic and strategic consequences. Cuba is the permanent thorn in America's geographic armor. America's geography isn't just about location, it's about resources. The U.S. is rich in timber, minerals, oil, and fertile farmland. Forests built ships and homes, gold and minerals fueled industrial growth. The Great Lakes region's iron ore and nearby coal powered the steel industry, transported cheaply by water. Oil discoveries in Texas, Alaska, and beyond gave America energy independence and global influence. Today, new technologies keep the U.S. among the world's top oil and gas producers. Most importantly, vast fertile land lets America feed itself and export food worldwide. This abundance provides food security and economic strength. America's natural wealth is a foundation of its power. America has faced wars, depressions, and deep divisions, but geography remains its constant advantage. Oceans, rivers, and resources don't change with politics. They're a permanent inheritance. Geography isn't destiny, but it sets the stage for success. The American system and its people unlocked the land's potential. But few nations have such a favorable hand. Russia is vast but frozen, China is hemmed in by neighbors, Europe is compact and war-scarred, Brazil is divided by rainforest. America's unique mix of protection, resources, and internal transport is unmatched. The oceans shielded it, the Mississippi fueled its economy, and its resources powered growth. Geography is the silent foundation of U.S. superpower status. While the future is uncertain, these geographic blessings endure. America's landscape gives it a lasting edge on the world stage.